Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you are. So guys, we've got some news about Demetrius Andrade. It looks like Andrade will be fighting Zach Parker at Pride Park, which is Pride Park is a football stadium, Derby County football stadium, and that's where Zach Parker's from. So I guess Frank Warren is making moves. He's doing Tyson Fury v Dillian White at Wembley, and now he's doing Andrade v Zach Parker at Pride Park, which, like I said, is the home city of Zach Parker, and it's the Derby County Football Club. So Frank Warren is making some big noises. He's becoming that promoter that he was once back in the day. You know, everyone thought Frank Warren had died off, but with the rise of Tyson Fury, it looks like Frank Warren's got his mojo back, and he's starting to put on big events. We spoke about Demetrius Andrade on my channel a lot. You know, we've had debates, we've had people come on, give their talk, give their say. Um, I'm not, like, if I'm honest with you, I'm not too impressed with the fight. I don't think it's that competitive. I think Parker will get beat. But, you know, Demetrius Andrade, this is what we've been getting for majority of his career, where he's been fighting guys that, you know, we expect him to beat. We've not been excited about the guys that he's going in the ring with. It's been pretty poor. And to be honest with you, this has been the story a lot of these guys in around the middleweight, you know, Charlos, the Andres, the Benavidez. Obviously, Benavidez hasn't been around as long as Charlo or Andrade. But this is basically, you know, what we're seeing with a lot of the young crop, a lot of the guys that are established now in boxing, that they're fighting guys that, you know, nobody really wants to see them fight. You know, who wants to see Andrade v Zach Parker, really, apart from people, you know, Frank Warren and, you know, Zach Parker's team and the world of boxing don't really want to see, you know, Andrade v Zach Parker. You know, I'm happy for Zach Parker. He's getting an opportunity, and if I'm honest, I hope Zach Parker gets the win. As a British guy, I would like to see him get the win, and who knows, maybe he'd go on and actually fight the best. Now, people may not think he's that good, but if he beats Andrade, then he'd be titled to go and fight the top guys. You know, a win against Andrade will put Zach Parker on another level, because that's how Andrade's viewed and rated. But in terms of the favorite, Demetrius Andrade, what does this do for him? Nothing really. I think it's a nothing type of fight. I think it's a fight where he's not going to get the Canelo fight. You know, he could have fought Janabek, which would have been a lot more dangerous a fight that, you know, he would have got more respect in winning. Now he's going to get not much respect winning this fight, and he's probably going to get an opportunity to, if he beats Parker, to fight for another vacant world title, because he's not going to fight Canelo Alvarez, that's for sure. So Canelo's probably going to vacate after beating Golovkin, and then he's going to go up and look to become undisputed at 175. So Andrade's probably going to fight for another vacant belt. Now, there are guys at 168 that Andrade could fight. There's Benavidez, there's Plant, there's guys. But let's see if those fights get made. Because after this fight, you know, enough's enough. I think fans will get fed up. Fans will get frustrated. And enough will be enough. I can't see fans giving him a pass after this fight. You know, I do feel like this will be a big fight in the sense that he's coming to the UK. And I think it's a UK fight, because I don't think that fight would have sold in America. It would have been a very small fight in a small arena somewhere in America. Whereas this way, he's getting a big stadium fight. A lot of people will be tuning in here in the UK. So Andrade kind of gets a big fight here in the UK, which makes a lot of sense, because we all know that Andrade's no big star in America. Nobody really knows that Demetrius Andrade, apart from the hardcore boxing fans. So he's getting a big fight here in the UK against Zach Parker, which will be a relatively biggish fight, because I think, like I said, it's at the Pride Park, which is the stadium of Derby County Football Club. So, you know, and it's the city where Parker's from. So it's a biggish fight. It's a good fight. It's a fight that a lot of British fans will be tuning in for, and British fans tune in. You know, it's not like the American fans. The British fans get behind their own, so there'll be a lot of people from Derby getting behind Zach Parker, and a lot of people from the UK getting behind Zach Parker in general. So it's a biggish fight from that point of view, where the UK fans will definitely show support towards the fight. They'll get behind it. I hope they won't put this on pay-per-view, because it definitely is no pay-per-view fight. I don't think Frank Warren will, but who knows? We have had some ridiculous pay-per-views, but I don't think this is a big fight, and I don't think if they were to put it on pay-per-view, it'd do big numbers. So I can't see it being pay-per-view. I think it's going to be regular BT's sport, this fight. And let's see how this fight plays out. Let's see if Demetrius Andrade beats Zach Parker quite comfortably, or maybe Zach Parker can cause Andrade some issues. But like I said, I think after this fight, if Andrade is successful, we need a big fight after that. Enough's enough of seeing these, middle tier fights. It's just not what the fans want to see. The fans want to see Andrade tested. The fans want to see Andrade pushed. And as of right now, Andrade is fighting fights which nobody really wants to see. Nobody really wants to see him fight. Like I said, apart from Parker and Parker's fans, nobody really wants to see. The boxing world don't want to see Demetrius Andrade fight Zach Parker. Andrade has been pursuing and been chasing that Canelo fight for God knows how long. But fighting the likes of Zach Parker isn't going to enhance his chance of fighting Canelo Alvarez. He's not going to put himself in a position where he's being heard, or he's raising his stock in order for the fans to put pressure on Canelo to fight him. It's sad in a way. It's sad in a way that someone like Demetrius Andrade, who's a very good fighter, who's a talent, his career is wasted away, really. Even if now he does start fighting top-tier opponents, he's 34. How long has he got left? He's got a couple years left where he should have been fighting the top-tier opponents from the age of 23, 24. He's 34, and he's still looking for that defining fight. Even if he does, like I said, start fighting the top-tier opponents, his career's been wasted. It's a good 7, 8, 10-year period where he's done nothing. He's done nothing, really. Yeah, he's won titles, but who cares? Like, titles against who? He's not done a lot. And unfortunately for Andrade, the way I look at it is that his career's kind of passed him by. His career's passed him by, and he's not really proved how good he is, because the level of competition has been so poor that fans have kind of got to the point where I don't even think a lot of them are that interested in Demetrius Andrade anymore. I think they've kind of just think that this guy, that I don't think they're interested. Are a lot of people interested in him fighting Zach Parker? I don't think so. I think the UK fans always get behind fights, and hence why he's come to the UK, because he knows that this fight just wouldn't wash in America anymore. This fight just wouldn't wash. The fans have got fed up over there. They're not interested. I get messages from American fans all the time about Demetrius Andrade saying that we're off of him. We're not interested anymore what he does, because it's boring. His fanboys will just blame everybody else and say that it's everybody else's fault and everybody's ducking him. But I think it's got to the point now where people don't care for Andrade anymore in America. The hardcore boxing fans that are not fanboys of Andrade just don't care. They just got to the point where they just can't be arsed with Andrade anymore. And it's sad, because like I said, Andrade is a good fighter. I've always been high on Andrade. I've always thought he's a good fighter. But unfortunately, I don't want to continue defending somebody that has shown for the last 10 years that he's not fought anybody of note. Now, he was going to fight Billy Joe. That fight fell through, no fault of his own, so you've got to give him a pass there. But again, that's one fight, and he's been around for 10 years. I can't defend him on the fact that, he was going to fight Billy Joe. Even then, that's just one fight. He's not been in the ring with Jacobs. He's not been in the ring with Charlos. And look, he may have wanted a fight at Charlos, but it's irrelevant. The fights aren't happened. So there has to be some blame pointed at Demetrius Andrade. We can't just keep defending him, even if you're a fan. You have to come to the point where say enough's enough, and it must be Andrade's fault that some of these fights are not happening as well. To just make out and say, well, Andrade wants to fight everybody and Andrade is being avoided. Well, look, Golovkin was avoided for a very long period, but eventually he got the fights with Jacobs. That's because Golovkin wanted to fight everybody. He was generally avoided because he was a monster. Now, I heard some of the Charlo fans and some of the Andrade fans were saying, well, Gigi's ducking us and Gigi's ducking Andrade. Yeah, well, Gigi's 40 years of age. Who's been in the ring with Canelo, Jacobs. He's fought top guys. He beat Jacobs and, for me, beat Canelo the first time. So the way I look at it is that Gigi's done what he's needed to do. Gigi's created his legacy. Yeah, we might have not got the fights we wanted, but we all know, like, there wasn't really anyone around. The only guy that I would say that Golovkin possibly could have fought and should have fought is Andre Ward, that we really wanted to see him fight. Because that could have really, if he had won that fight, that could have taken his legacy to another level. And I do think he should have probably tried to pursue that fight more aggressively than what he did. But Andrade hasn't fought anyone for the last 10, 12 years of his career, which is sad, really, because I do think he's a very, very good fighter. And I do think he was capable of beating a lot of top-tier guys. Unfortunately, he just didn't fight anybody. He didn't fight anyone. And he's now got to the point where he's kind of desperate to make those fights. But how long can he fight on at the top level now against those guys? You know, it'd be sad if he finally gets a fight at 35, 36 against one of the top tier guys, and Andrade is not the fighter he was, and they completely bash him up. And that's what people remember Andrade for, that this is a guy that was fighting bombs for the majority of his career. He finally stepped up and got beat up. That could be the case with Andrade. I'm telling you, that could be the case. But yeah, Demetrius Andrade is going to fight Zach Parker May 21st. What do you guys make of the fight? I'm pretty sure some of you aren't going to be happy. I'm pretty sure some of you are going to be pretty upset with the fight. But, you know, it is what it is. Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.